Hello, it's Geraldine. I'm back. It's actually the same day in Movie Land, so you can probably tell by my exact same outfit. I did tweak my hair though this time because I realized last time, once I looked at the video, hadn't looked at it at all. But no matter. Last time we talked about sort of the lesson 1 of plotting a novel, and that was, what's the story about? Who are my main characters? And we very briefly looked at what's the conflict of the story. What do the main characters want? What's their greatest struggle? Today, we're going to delve a little deeper into that concept. Let's give it a look. So to recap, we briefly talked about in the last lesson about what the protagonists want and what their biggest struggle is. And now we're going to delve into that a little more. So, lesson 2. How is my protagonist dissatisfied with their everyday life? I've talked about this question with someone before and they're like, I don't know. And if you think about it, I think everyone is dissatisfied with their life a little bit. And so it shouldn't be hard to find some ways, but we're not talking about little ways like, oh, they wish they drove a better car. I mean, probably not. Or they wish that their roommate would put the toilet paper on the right way. We're talking about something big and kind of fundamental that is really bothering them. So in my case, I have 4 main characters. One of them is the villain. Amina is dissatisfied because despite working every day to help the homeless, the poor, and addicted, there are always more and more vulnerable people. The government and people with influence don't seem to be paying any attention or willing to do anything. And in Rodrigo, who's the villain, he's dissatisfied because he only has a couple of vampires in his coven, he doesn't have a lot of power in the underworld, and he also has a grudge in Winnipeg against the Winnipeg Dampers for spoiling his relationship with Marta, because he had dreams of settling down with her and starting his coven with her by his side. Aw, poor Rodrigo the villain. Alright, think about that for a bit. Question 2. What does my protagonist believe will bring them satisfaction? Now, I don't think this has to be what will actually bring them satisfaction, because often in life, you want something, and what you want is not what you need. But this is what they think will bring them satisfaction, and that's important. Amina thinks she'll be satisfied if she can see that she's making a difference, and if powerful people recognize the work she and other community workers are doing. In other words, if she's validated and satisfied, she'll be happy. The villain, Rodrigo, thinks that having power and revenge will bring him satisfaction, and I think he really just wants love, but I'm not sure if he actually knows that. I think he's a little hung up on power. Question number 3. Will they actually strive to achieve this desire? If not, what's stopping them? People don't always take action to get what they want. We probably know lots of people who are going to complain about their job, but never actually try to get a new job. They're something's stopping them. So you'll see under B here, Josiah feels trapped, and he's not going to work to get his desire until Kate encourages him. He's not going to actually try to get his goal until someone else helps him get into action. Question number 4. Who or what will create conflict for my protagonist, whether or not they take action? Here again, conflict. Conflict is everything in your story. What is going to create conflict with your protagonist and antagonist, whether or not they take action? Josiah is going to, despite not taking any action, is going to work more and more and be even more tired, even more burned out, and become more desperate. And Rodrigo is going to see Marta on the news and feels like Marta knows she's talking about him and can't contain himself. He feels insulted by Marta, he feels betrayed, and so he kills her. And when he kills her, he draws the vampire's attention, and voila, he's got a conflict. It also pulls the public eye into him. Anyways, that is lesson 2. What is the conflict? This is some foundational stuff. I think if you only did the first 2 lessons and didn't do the rest, you'd already be way ahead of where you would be if you hadn't planned it all. Alright, that's lesson 2. I hope these things are helpful for you. They were really quite helpful for me to focus on what the story was. And what's fun about plotting is I find that a story kind of unwraps in layers, like a multi-layered present or an onion or whatever. And it feels like you're peeling back layers and you're bringing that story into focus. And it can be a lot of work, but it's actually quite exciting. So thanks everyone. Have fun plotting, and happy NaNoWriMo.